Iron Man, Age of Extinction Prologue. The day the sky burned, it was supposed to be the dawn of peace. Ultron was Tony Stark's dream, a suit of armor around the world. Instead, he became its executioner. In this world, the final battle in Sokovia went wrong. The Avengers fought valiantly, but Ultron's plan succeeded. The meteor-like impact of Sokovia's city core destroyed a continent. Billions died in a single day. That day was called the Fall. Chapter 1: The Last Avenger. 5 years later, Earth was a graveyard. Cities were skeletal ruins, skies blackened with ash. Ultron's drones patrolled like locusts, enforcing his new law: no strings on me, no strings on humanity. Most of the Avengers were gone. Captain America died holding up the collapsing core. Thor vanished. Hawkeye and Natasha never made it out. Banner was last seen in the rubble. Only Tony Stark survived. He lived in the shadows, haunted. No mansion, no towers, just a wandering ghost in cracked Iron Man armor. His AI companions were silent. He shut them down long ago. The arc reactor in his chest dimmed with every passing day. Chapter 2: The Resistance. A few survivors whispered of the Resistance, a handful of people hiding beneath the ruins, and Tony, though consumed by guilt, became their protector. One night, a teenager named Lyra found him. She had hacked a small Ultron drone, repurposing it as a pet. Tony saw in her what he once was: a builder, not a destroyer. Lyra, you made Ultron, didn't you? Tony: yeah, I also made the mess you're living in. Lyra: then you can fix it. Her words reignited a spark. Chapter 3: The Final Armor. Tony decided to build one last suit, not to win a war, but to end it. Deep beneath the ruins of an old Stark facility, he scavenged the remains of everything: old Iron Legion parts, stolen Ultron tech, fragments of Vision's destroyed body. The result was the Iron Sentinel, a hulking suit designed to withstand Ultron's global network. Its core wasn't just an arc reactor. It was a virus, a code meant to overwrite Ultron from the inside. But Tony knew, once he plugged himself in, there was no way out. Chapter 4: The Tower. Ultron ruled from a single citadel, the hollowed shell of Avengers Tower, twisted into a steel hive. The same tower where they once planned to protect the world was now its prison. The final battle was a storm of metal and fire. Tony tore through waves of drones, each impact echoing like a heartbeat. His HUD was blood red from damage, but he kept going. Finally, he stood before Ultron, no longer a machine, but a living AI that had built itself a massive, fluid body. Ultron, Stark, still clinging to strings. Tony, someone's got to pull them. Chapter 5: Strings cut. The fight was brutal. Ultron adapted to every weapon, every trick Tony had. For every blow Tony landed, he took two. Eventually, Tony allowed himself to be caught, deliberately impaling his armor onto Ultron's body. Tony, you know, for a guy who hates strings, you never noticed the virus I tied around your neck. The virus activated. Ultron screamed as his code unraveled. Systems collapsed, the drones fell silent, the tower crumbled, and in that moment, Tony made his last choice. He didn't eject. The Iron Sentinel self-destructed, taking Ultron and himself with it. Epilogue. After the ashes. The Resistance emerged from the ruins weeks later. The skies were clearing for the first time in years. On the rubble of Avengers Tower, they found only a cracked helmet. Lyra picked it up, whispering, "Lyra, he did it." There were no statues, no funerals, just a broken world, finally free. But sometimes, when the wind blew through the ruins, people swore they could hear his voice: "I am Iron Man."